Can they still hear us, by the way?
Yeah, I can still hear.
Oh, fantastic. Sure. Big ups to you, Baron, for taking over here.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I mean, shout out to Streltsy too. That's such a difficult spot to be in because there is no fix. And so everyone's looking at you. I mean, how do you solve a problem like that?
Я ранен, не могу идти.
Scoreboard. 4-0, Ungers versus Soldier. Was that the result? I missed that series. Did Soldier get swept? Oh dang. I mean, it is Ungers, so I shouldn't be super surprised. You still with us, Lionheart?
I am indeed.
Had a heart
indeed.
attack. Oh, there he is.
Are we live again?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep, we're on game 4.
Oh, sorry, I can see.
Almost in
Okay.
spot.
Have we got Discord in here? Are we watching from Discord? Cool.
I love that. Look at that speed. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is Sonic the Hedgehog shit right there. Let's go.
Oh, it almost feels fast after you've been watching the slow stuff for a while. I'm gonna have to readjust.
Я ранен, не могу идти.
I mean, with Streletsy, the game 1 was fine, right? Like, some of the games were fine. I think it was
Yeah.
just having
So
to restart
strange.
the game.
Yeah.
It's just Age of Empires 3, isn't it? It's just sometimes it just happens.
It's crazy. But I mean, this is the big engagement we've been looking for, right? We've been edging for the past hour?
Oh yes.
So the time's come.
The time has come. I like what you said there. Nice.
Oh my
right.
god. Didn't
Let's
even know
go.
what I was
Let's
doing
go.
there.
Yeah. Of course you didn't. Okay. Finally, so we're going to treat this as game number 4. It's currently 3-0 for Tabben. So this is going to be this is game number 3, but we're going to treat this as the final moment. And for all we know, this game is going to go on and on and on. We have no idea how long this game's going to go on for now.
There's not actually a lot of Cossacks in this Russian army. There's only a handful. And a lot of Hussar here. Let's hope the recruits can somehow stop them. They got to put up a pretty good wall. I think there's going to be
Minutemen.
enough, but God.
The Hussars are going to be in there too. The Hussars are connected, so the snare and the retreat is going to be difficult for Russia here. The tree line could prove really, really helpful here for Tabben. The question is, there's a lot of longbows in the back though, and they are really pumping out the damage. But there's a lot of strelets there still. Minutemen are coming in.
I don't know. That felt pretty cost-effective for Tabben. I'm not gonna lie. He killed a lot of Hussar there, and I mean, yeah, he did lose quite a few Ruskets, but those are pretty easy to replace. And he mixes in a few Cossacks as well to kind of bother the longbowmen in the back. Could be really good for Russia here in the long run.
Yeah, indeed, and that triple blockhouse looking kind of good now. And this would be the perfect moment to ship schooners because you kind of took an equal trade there. Get schooners in and then start booming on the land with Russia. That is, and Russia didn't have schooners if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that's a bit of a shame, honestly. That is a big shame that he did. He has gone for the TP line. He has gone for the TP line, but that's 400 resources for the TPs and another 400 resources.
Because he bought Stagecoach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's 800 resources. Imagine putting down 2 docks with schooners. You know, he would be. I personally, and because it's way more scalable, and TPs are more liable, in especially on this map, to be taken down. But it looks like it's going to be round number 2 for Tabben. Deficit of 3k score right now. He's going in. He's fishing for a little bit. He's not going to find anything. And Brits has the positional kind of. The positional advantage on him here, so he's going to be forced to kind of back up. But Russia's in a fine position here. This is going to be very difficult for Brits to push through here.
Yeah, but it's always so tough. You never want to just push directly into such a mass of longbows. But in the long term, I like Russia's situation, okay? It is maybe not as good of an investment as the fishing, but we do have to remember those 2 trading posts with the stagecoach upgrade, going to be giving him a lot of resources. Meanwhile, Brit has 0 trading posts, and he's actually starting to run out of food. He's kind of having to go pretty far north to get those next hunts, and it's going to become more and more precarious for him as he goes out on the map.
Indeed, indeed. Do you want to know how versatile I am as a caster? I'm actually watching on another screen. I've got Revnak versus Julian K, France versus Sweden, going on another screen right now.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know who comes out on top of that.
Oh my God, I love that. Is
Yeah,
that
as
just
long
on
as
the
Revnak.
ladder?
Yeah, I just want to see Revnak lose. That's why I want to hot off the press. I want to let you guys know who loses. But anyways,
Oh,
Wall's
man.
going down now for Conqueror, and look at the score. Actually, look at the score. That's actually kind of insane.
It's really tightened up.
And this is what this is why this is so good for Russia, because when they take those even trades, the first big fight as well, taking down the Hazars. The reason why that was so crucial for Tabben was because those Hazars are dangerous against Tabben here, because he can go run around the map and he can go raiding with those Hazars, and with all these walls now, Conqueror can kind of hold on with his longbows, etc. So those Hazars were dangerous, and because he got rid of all those Hazars, that was such a sigh of relief for Russia. But he's massed up a decent amount of Hazars. Now those walls are down. Conqueror needs to go raiding with those Hazars. I mean, he's pushing with his whole army here. I don't like this. He doesn't need to do that. The wall, if he just masses a load of longbows and sits them behind that wall, Russia cannot really push into that. I mean, it'll be difficult for them to push into that, especially with multi-layered walls. And all he needs to do is run with the Hazars to go and push. But now
Look at that. Army's turning right back around. All the longbow have already split off.
Yeah, so what we're going to see is a classic base trade, and this is why he only needed to run the Hazars down, because Russia are now just going to go for the counter push, pushing in here, and it's going to force Brits to Conqueror to come all the way, running back home, and all he needed to do was send 4 or 5 Hazars over there. That's all he needed to do, but Conqueror really just misplaying this right now. He's lost all of those walls. He needs to be spamming 3 or 4 layers of walls, sitting longbows behind them, and then running around Tabben's base with a few Hazars. That's all he needs to do right now. But I don't know why he's finding that so difficult. Hey, okay, sieging down TP is nice. Again, all he needs to do is send a few Musketeers, not all of them, just a few of them, split Russia's base, you know, all that sort of stuff. But again, I don't really know why Conqueror feels the need to kind of send all of his units one way or the other. Kind of confusing me a little bit.
Yeah, and I do like how Tabben didn't overstay his welcome there. I like that he pulled out when he did, because if this entire British army had collapsed on him, I feel like at the current moment, the military is definitely in Britain's favor, especially with the mix-in of the Hussars. But there are a lot of Ruskets on the field now, and how many upgrades do these guys have on them? Just the one upgrade, right, in H2? Yeah, he's got New Order regiments on there. Hasn't sent the 4 Cossack card yet, and I don't think he has a stable yet as well.
Yeah, he's literally almost max pop at 17 minutes of the game. Look at this population, man. Almost at 200 pop there. It looks like half of that pop is all in Strelets, if not more of that. That's going to be difficult for Brits to deal with, actually.
Yeah, man, where do you even throw it? I guess you just kind of throw your Hussar in on a flank and hope for the best, but there are enough recruits here. Putting up a really nice wall.
Look at the longbows go. This is what I was saying. That tree line is acting as a really good kind of natural barrier and a really good choke point wall for Conqueror here. Imagine if he didn't lose those walls, if he didn't make the decision to walk all of his units the other way. He could have just been sitting behind walls here with his longbows spamming like this. And now look at the population. He's lost 30 pop just so these longbows go brrrah. And the problem is, though, Russia, at this stage of the game, they're scaling well. Strelets are cheap, and he can just keep on pumping them.
Yeah. And he's also been attacking in the south. I think he killed a dock or 2 with those 2 caravels. And Britain's sending 2 caravels of his own. We'll have to see who takes that water, because we do now see Russia putting down a dock and fishing boats starting to come out here. There they are.
Yeah, this is the sort of stage of the game, like I said, that mid to late stage of the game, where they're going to want to start water booming for those extra resources, because the herds are going to start running out, and that's what we see here. Unfortunately,
is that caravel stuck in the...
No, it's fishing. So he
Oh my
hasn't
God.
manually, yeah. So now he attacks with it, and that is a it's a huge blunder there by Tabben. But he does
Nice
have a
counter raid.
knockdown.
Nice counter raid in the north by Russia. He was able to take out at least one build there, and this is what I was talking about, right? Oh, look at this! Russia making another assault right onto the pile of longbows.
Yeah,
God,
Russia
I can't-
really struggling with that wall of trees.
I'm too used to the slow mode now, Lion. I can't keep up with regular speed.
Yeah, Musketeers coming in to back their buddies up. Hazard's diving in, but Hazard's kind of just... there's just so many Strelets. They're actually killing Hazard. Look at the longbows go! Look at those guys go! Absolutely insane. Conqueror, get that wall up! Get that wall up and let your longbow sit behind it.
But see, look at Tabben. He's doing exactly what you were hoping that Conqueror would do earlier in the game. He's just split off 10 musks. Not a huge army, but he's doing just enough to be a big nuisance at the north of the map. And he's really cut off the British food supply. And I mean, look at the British food count. It's very, very low.
Yeah, exactly. And look at his wood count. That's exactly why he's trying to boom on the water now. But it does look like that's going to be denied by Tabben. And having those blockhouses, you know, he's not just took the map control, he took the water control as well, which is really nice. Trying to build a dock with what is that, 4 or 5 villagers there? Getting denied. Oh, the dock does go down though, and there's only one caravel. And what resource does he have more than anything? It was wood. So Conqueror will be able to spam, I think, some caravels out there.
Yeah, those longbows have been MVP, but now it really seems like Britain is being very, very boxed in here. And I'm not sure where they're going to go for food next. Look at how many idle vills are sitting there at the bottom of the map. God, there's no food in that base besides berries. He does have quite a few berries, though.
Yeah, definitely worth getting, especially when food is scarce. But look at Russia. Russia's macro is exactly what you want it to be on. He has the map at the top. He has people on food. He is the one that's starting towards a boom. He's got 39 villains. He can just keep pumping units out right now, whilst Brits cannot keep doing that. And that's the problem.
Really
Every
nice
trade that happens. Yeah.
But I mean, they're
It's
kind
not gonna be enough.
Trading rates at the same point. I mean, 6 vills is nice, but when your whole base is about to get destroyed by this wave of infantry, it's not as good as I thought. Gonna lose his barracks here, possibly the outpost. Is Conqueror gonna lose this one?
I mean, look at the score as well. When you start getting an even score, you know it's going to be pretty rough if you're against Russia. And he's denied the water as well, so that avenue is completely gone for Conqueror. He's losing all of his infrastructure, barracks, stables. Yeah, this is looking really, really rough right now, and this might actually be the game that ends the series. Russia actually up in score now for the first time, I think, in the entire game.
And he's consistently queuing triple ruskets or double ruskets, but he just had it on triple. That's so many reinforcements. And like you said, the macro is just perfect for Russia right now. He's getting out everything he needs. He's even adding in a fishing economy as well. Oh, man. I don't know. These longbows are going to have to pull so much more weight to even stand a chance.
Yeah, and like we was talking about earlier about the free blockhouses have worked a treat here because Conqueror has just never been able to push into them.
Yeah, and now even the longbow mass, you can tell it has not been reinforced in a few minutes, even starting to make pikes now. I guess that's the only thing he has. Is he running out of gold as well? What do Conqueror's resources look like at the moment? What is his macro? Oh, wow. Yeah, no point at all coming in.
Yeah, he's on meals as well, so a slower rate of food.
Why
can't get any water?
So many berries left though. That confuses me.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you should go on the berries first, definitely. There's 1,000, food on each berry as well, so it's definitely worth getting. But yeah, Russia can look at Russia's populations, but like it's just infinite at this stage, and it's just death by 1,000 cuts with the Shalets. It's just a waiting game here before this inevitably is going to be a resign right now. There goes the GG from Conqueror.
GG.
And with that is a 4-0 sweep to Big Tabben. But each game was pretty close, actually. Each game was interesting and fun to watch. So well played to both of these, particularly to Tabben, who takes it and moves on to the next round.
Have you ever had a 4-0 sweep last 2 hours? I haven't.
That was more than 2 hours as well, I think, wasn't it? Or yeah, with so many. It's because it's with slow mode, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
It just takes up so much more extra time. But
Mhm.
yeah, GG, fun series. That was a good series, and we'll no doubt we'll be moving on to the next one shortly.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I
'Cause
need to go.
I need a potty break.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to. I need to get some beers as well. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm sure Baron can sing for you guys whilst we take a. Oh, they can't hear you. Okay.
Awesome.
Do you want to
hear
put
us?
something on then? Can you put a video thing, hype vid? Okay. All right. Be right back, boys. Stay here for the next series.
Down. Go down. He needs. Whoop! Broadside onto the
God.
onto the Culverin. The Culverin is almost done, and we can see the Cuirassiers are gonna commit into the fray. Can they swing? Yes, they swing, and that's the problem with Cuirassiers. When they start swinging, it's big numbers going up, and we can see more Cuirassiers coming at the top. 4 more, and that's
And
gonna be
one
a
Falcon
cleanup
is
here.
still alive, wailing away on the Janissers, and the frigate is alive with more
Frigate.
reinforcing fire, and there's no 3 galleys on the way from Julian. Is it being sent right now? He's got to get these out. There they are! The 3 galleys are going to deal with this.
The 6
fleet
Canyon from the
successfully.
Warheart as well. Villagers tanking Tomahawk Big Bus and being caught. This is a
Oh
massive
my god,
cleanup
that's gonna
here
be
for
a
Azak.
cleanup for Ace.
Yeah, this is dire from the. He's just lost his entire army.
Problem here. Going to be a huge problem to deal with. Just like the Mavericks, they're tanking so much damage, and they're dealing so much damage. On top of this, Janissary is moving forward, and look at all of that blue. Just the sea of blue there, dealing damage. It's finally the last spy goes down, but was it too much to deal with? Has he done too much damage? Coming back as well. I'm really slaughtering the rocks as well. Oh my god, there's so many plus 10s. The Urumi are still there. Mahus, so many of them. They do so much area of effect. And all the
They've been
Rollers
focused-
are about to go down.
The Yumi's been focused down really well, actually. However, the rest of the mouse down is just skirmishes underneath, and what a trade. XP in the way for India. Intervention coming behind. Most likely Britta and Musk's. Yes. well,
Let's
go.
Hey. Oh my goodness me. Clean up an aisle too.
5 red crews are also coming in from the consulate, but I doubt that's going to be enough to deal with this whole mass of skirmishers, gendarmes, war elephants, and dragoons. But
If that's not an overclock, then I don't know what is.
No, oh my god, these bombards taking
no.
shots on these dots, and you know, these dots are not gonna survive the ordeal. They're just gonna try and take as much HP off of these bombards as possible, and oh my god, only one bombard goes out.
It's taken us 20 minutes to get here, but this is what we came for, baby. This is what we came for.
Yes.
Let's take down 2 bombards. We lose pretty
3
much
bombards still alive, but a surround trying to come in from Ace right now. Ulans are running away, and the bombards are focusing on the skirmishers right now. Let's see these big shots coming in. Oof, okay. That wasn't as big as I expected, probably because there's Jaegers there and they have more HP than regular skirmishers. The Culverins, oh my god, that shot was humongous right there. And
Tabben is
yes,
pushing out way too far here. The Expos are on the other side of the trading post. And the Axis have now snared on top with the clubs behind, and more clubs popping out of the double war huts. The Seton bows are firing heavily onto the Apache cavalry, and the bows are just getting absolutely melted here. The Ulans are
That's
trying
gonna be
their
a
best
massacre
to...
for sure. We can see the heavy cannon starting to shoot, and it's gonna be plus 10s everywhere. He needs to kite a little bit with both the sort of death. Make sure that they are not the one taking though. The force cannons are gonna keep breaking some damage behind these all of the revolutionaries. But wait, chance. Oh, that was a good connect right there. That's the game right there. Big cannon shot. But we can see Rattan shields behind popping from that village that was placed earlier. And that's gonna be 2 heavy cannons down, very likely. First heavy cannon is gonna go down. Can the Rattan shield get the second one? Those fishing boats, they are gonna have to go down. He needs. Whoop! Broadside onto the
God.
onto the Culverin. The Culverin is almost done, and we can see the Cuirassiers are gonna.
All right. What's up, chat? How you doing? I'm currently eating a waffle, and having some hooch at the same time. So yeah, very healthy dinner for me. Oh wow, yeah, you could not see that whatsoever.
It disappeared into the void.
Yeah, I was just trying to show my alcoholic beverage of choice.
Excellent. What do you
Yeah.
got? I have coffee right now because it's still early.
Mine's a hooch because I'm an alcoholic.
Hooch. Now, what is that? Because in America, that's a thing for whiskey.
Oh,
Or like moonshine.
yeah, that's not. This is like a lemony alcoholic fizzy drink.
Oh, okay.
Think like a very lemon lemonade, you know, because not all lemonade tastes really lemony. Think of a really lemony vodka type drink.
Yeah. Oh, I love vodka. Oh,
Yeah.
It's whiskey, vodka, tequila, and then gin is all the way.
Tequila's horrible.
Yeah, I don't even use gin to clean my sink. Like, gin is horrible.
Yeah. Mine would go rum's my favorite, then whiskey. I'm not a massive fan of anything else really. Rum, whiskey. Shot wise, I mean, I'll have any shot. I like Sambuca. Yeah, I'll have anything.
Yeah. I mean, a shot's a shot, right? You just take it.
Yeah.
Now, I've been seeing some comments about our audio being a little bit low. So I don't know. Maybe we can boost that up, or maybe I can do it from my end. I'm not sure how we do that. Oh, Baron's already on it. This guy's an expert. I tell you, our production team, despite the glitches they have to deal with, they are really a crack troop.
What about all that shit we was talking about Baron earlier?
What? That was me? I'm telling you, that was Mongpa. You guys can't tell me and Mongpa apart vocally. I'm telling you. I don't know why he says all these things, man.
Interesting.
Okay. The reason I'm laughing is because it looks like Baron just said the matchup. And to me, this sounds like a death sentence to me. Maybe I'm wrong. It's LookTom playing Aztec, and Keturboy is rocking Japan. Good luck is all I have to say to Japan.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's not unwinnable for sure, but it is a very rough matchup.
Yeah. I just did a video on my channel. I'm searching for like the worst civ. So far I've looked at Sweden, which I do not think is the worst. I saw you just did a video like that, by the way. And then
Japan
I
might
just did
actually
Japan,
be the worst.
Japan might be the worst. To me, I think it's between Japan and possibly Inca, just going off of win rate. But we are in game 1 of the Winter Championships, round of 16. Ladies and gentlemen, it's LookTom versus Keturboy, who is in the south of the map in the color red playing as Japan, and his opponent LookTom is in the north of the map playing in the color green as Aztecs. So, again, you said this matchup was one that was not impossible for Japan. So, if they want that slim chance of victory, what are they going to have to do, Lionheart?
Well, if there's one thing that can sway the game for Japan's favor, it could be unknown. Because, like we were saying earlier, look how different this game is to the previous unknown map. Like with certain unknown maps, you can you might get like an extra. There's an unknown map which gives you like an extra commandery. It gives you a commandery wagon no matter what civ you are at the beginning of the game, and you can't even lay it down until you're in H2. So things like that can definitely sway. I don't actually think there's anything too notable about this unknown map. Can we just make sure we know?
We do have a Jesuit trading post.
I was just about to say that. What are the natives? It's Jesuit, and what's the other native on this map? Jigelian. Okay, well. That's not. I can't see Aztec or Japan going for either of those, especially in the early game. So I don't think that's going to be impacted too much. If we look at the there's a Vaza as well. Oh, there's more than 2 natives. There you go. That's the unknown. Look, if we go to the left, the most left furthest as well. That's another Jesuit. Okay, so we've got 2 Jesuit. We've got. Wait, how many native posts are there on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6. Yeah. Oh, so there's 2. There's 3 sets of 2. Okay. That's very interesting. That is very interesting.
Cool.
House of Vaza, is something that Eva Civ might want to go for, but all that does is slow Japan down. So honestly, I don't know. We look at the first card though. Look at the first card, and that is it the Mountain Warrior? Yeah. So that's going to be a buff for the monks. So rather than a 2-vil or Heavenly Kami, which is usually what you see, Keturboy is whipping the this is the risotto card. This is definitely a card that he made really popular. And again, that is a really good card on unknown maps, because unknown maps tend to have disgusting treasures, absolutely unheard of, unbalanced treasures. So maybe that's part of the reason. And we see there's a really good XP card, and maybe that was part of the reason. So yeah, again, look how much XP this is going to get. 100 XP and 100 food.
Jesus.
You can say that's like a 200 resource equivalent.
Oh
and that's just with one treasure. That's just with one treasure. Also, on top of that, the Mountain Warrior card also buffs your monks. So if he's trying to defend against rushes and stuff, he's got 2 tanky ass heroes to help him do it.
That's absolutely incredible. And the other thing about this map that's a little bit unbalanced that Kaleli mentioned in the chat that I think is a good point is if you look at the trading post line, it looks even, but it's actually in Aztec's favor. It's much closer to the Aztec TC than it is to the Japanese TC. So a slight bit of imbalance there along with the treasures you can pick up.
Well, the middle one, I agree with you. But if you look at their in-base kind of TPs, the TP is so close to Japan. So if Japan did want to go for TP, that is such a safe TP.
That's like in range of TC fire. Holy crap.
Exactly. Whilst Aztecs is outside of the range of his TP. So that is, a little something to bear in mind. However, I'm not sure how much that's going to matter with the TPs in this map. So, okay, so what we got going on here? H2 is coming for LookTom. Can we just, what did he aged up with? Do we know what he aged up with? I don't think we do we?
No.
Did he age up? He didn't age up the skull knights, did he?
I don't think so, but he is going for a pretty aggressive first shipment.
The War Hut wagon. So he aged up with the War Hut wagon, right? Yeah.
9 Slinger's going to come out immediately, going to come right out of that wagon. And I mean, he's playing this exactly how you play against Japan, right? You get pressure on them as early as possible. You get some siege out to deal with their shrines. And I don't know, like even with the surprise elements of the unknown map, this still feels like a really bad situation for Japan. I mean, what do you go with here as Japan? You can't really go full Yumi. You can't go Ashy. Naginata suck. What do? Do you maybe try to go for native units, or
you go for the best combo in the game?
Oh, what's that?
Best military combo in the game, which is Yumi and walls.
Yumi and walls? Even better than longbow and walls.
Well, Yumis are kind of better in one sense because they have a higher base damage. Just something to note as well. You just saw another treasure get picked up for Keturboy there, and it was 150 wood because of the Mountain Warrior cards. So that just pays for a whole ass shrine, like it's kind of crazy. But there you go,
Yumi. Start Yumi. Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to get those walls down though. Just having a empty barracks like that. Yeah, look, the Tauntaun's just gonna push forward whilst the siege does all the work in the background. However, with the Mountain Warrior, that might be a nice buffer. They are gonna act as a meat shield here.
Look at the damage on the Divine. And he needs to focus this TC. It needs to take down the Puma Spearman as quickly as possible. The siege on those units is insane. And now the sentry's coming out. And a really good pop here from Keturboy. I think he's still gonna lose the barracks, but he's gotten a pretty decent trade here.
He's
going to save it.
Back up. Wow.
Oh, man. Is that the smart decision by LookTom?
I mean, he's coming back with Puma. As long as he needs to come back and finish that. I mean, a Yumi pop, though, now. Even if he loses his Tauntauns, it'll be really important to kill that barracks. But he's got the wood to replace it. So, honestly, it doesn't even matter that much.
There's so many Yumi now, though. And they're wedged up so nicely behind this coin mine.
And, wow, this is...
Ooh, 5 Coyotes now entering the map. And now they have no cover from the barracks.
Sentry's coming in. They're going to get here in time, and they're going to do a nice pop. But the question is, are the Coyotes going to be able to do enough damage before they get there? They're being snared. The Sentries were being snared there. The Coyotes are connecting. But Keturboy, I think, with TC Fire, the Yumis will survive. And I think this is going to be a nice cleanup for Japan, honestly. Oh, wait, no, I tell a lie. I tell a lie. Forget everything I just said. Coyotes are so goddamn OP.
Yeah, see, like, this is why I hate the state Japan is in, because I don't know what Keturboy could have done differently to play this better. I feel like he played this so well, and his army still got bowled over.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. And look at the shrine pop. I mean, Japan is doing really well right now. He's up in score quite comfortably. And he's got, you know, lots of Ashigaru kind of shipments on the way as well.
Oh, we got another barracks up. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You've got plenty of wood, which is great. I think his shrines were on wood there as well. 5 villagers coming in for LookTom, which is nice. But look at the scores. Look at the scores. God, Japan. Where are Japan's shrines? Where are all of Japan's shrines?
Yeah, they're kind of all over the place.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of the safe ones in the back of
Wow,
the space here.
look
Getting
how
a consulate
safe
up too
they
now.
are. Holy crap. They are some nice shrines. Wow. Wow. Okay, again, another, you know, that's unknown for you. You know, it's as it says on the tin, it's unknown what's going to happen. So it's yeah, really cool.
What
it
what
makes some of these
confidence boost that would
unbalanced.
have to be for Keturboy. If he wins
yeah.
a game 1 Japan versus Aztec, you know he's feeling himself.
Oh yeah, 100%. And LookTom will not be happy about that. LookTom will not be happy about that. Honestly, I think you just in this matchup as Aztec, I think you just do the kind of the Maya rush. Honestly, you just go for the Maya rush and just like bulldoze Japan and just
Maya. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the Maya rush. Sorry. And you know you do that because that got nerfed, but not very much, only by like 100 coins.
600 gold
That's
now,
all that
right?
happened.
Instead of 500?
Yeah. But that's not that big of a difference, and it still bulldozes Japan like crazy. So honestly, I would have much preferred to see that rush than kind of what he did here.
Right. I mean, I thought it looked good until maybe, I don't know, maybe Keturboy just played that a lot better than I thought. I mean, I saw him lose his initial Yumi, but I think the switch to Ashy was a brilliant move because, I mean, it kind of caught all those Coyotes off guard. He was able to kill the Pumas because those Ashies, they can outrun any of the units besides the Coyotes, right? They're still really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Ashigaru is obviously high base damage, 25 attacks, so they're going to be pretty good. The Tonton is going to be forced to kind of have to kite here, but Ashigaru is so quick, like you said. They're anti-kiting musketeer, but yeah, I mean, this is looking really good now for Keturboy. This is looking really good for Japan. Look at that.
At the same time, look at that, 24 XP just for killing one Ashy.
Yeah, pretty nice. Did have that bonus, wasn't it? It's because of that bonus with the Explorer, which goes down now. This is just unfortunate. This all came down to LookTom's decision making, and he lost so many units early on without taking the barracks down. Yeah, this is GG. I think, honestly.
Yeah, I really thought that Keturboy was on the ropes, but now he's even getting out some cav, which, I mean, it's going to add to his composition. I don't love Neginatas as a unit, but I mean, you gotta have some sort of cav to deal with the Entente and Slingers. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of in Japan's power to win or lose this game now. I think he might even start pushing on these forward war huts.
Yeah, you know what I was saying earlier about how does Japan win this matchup? And I said, oh, well, unknown can definitely help or hinder depending, you know, any matchup. Well, it's actually really helped Japan because we looked at those shrines at the bottom and there were so many herds there, so many safe herds, like for all of the shrines. Look how insane all of that is.
And are those all full? I don't see any empty shrines back there.
No, I don't see any empty whatsoever. So we talk about the map. Even some of them have got livestock on as well, which buffs it even more. So yeah, so this has turned out to be a really impressive map for Japan, actually, because of that.
Yeah. And I mean, just the treasures he was able to gather. And it is a pretty long rush distance now that I'm looking at it. So it's not like Aztec can park himself right next to the base. But the Prowler Knights coming out, going to do really well against these Neginatas. But there's just too many Ashies at this point, and it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
No, those Javelineers, nice. They have that 1.5 fire rate, so really they do 20 damage. But that is still less than a base damage of the Ashies anyway.
And is this too late? Is this the Mayas coming out probably 6 minutes later than they needed to?
Yeah, unfortunately. And I think with that is going to be the resign right there. There's about 5k score difference. Surely LookTom just gives up here. He does.
That was so clean. That was so clean and crisp by Keturboy.
It really was.
This guy play a lot, but man.
Well, Keturboy is he's an insane player. He's on the top 10 ladder right now, and he came over from Legacy. He was still a Legacy player, I think, really more so than DE. And now obviously Legacy's gone down. He's been forced to play DE permanently. But we've gained another top player for the top boys to play with, and Keturboy is he's up there. He really is. And I just want to say that I've got a strong win ratio against him though. T-Heat.
Oh man,
he didn't. I'm not a fan of Keturboy because he didn't GG me the last time I played him.
I could see you being a real headache for Legacy players though, because you're very unpredictable. You're very DE focused. So I mean, against a guy like
hey
you,
man, this guy spams Germany. I don't accept that because this guy plays fucking Germany all the time. So I don't.
Well,
I don't accept that.
Listen here, Lion. I've looked at some very top tier lists, and those tier lists tell me that Germany is B tier, along with Britain and Aztecs. So I don't know what you're talking about.
If Germany is B tier, I have a vagina.
Well, you know what tier list I'm talking about. The one that puts Dutch in A tier while Britain's in B.
Oh yeah. No, Brits in C tier, wasn't it, or something like that?
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I think there was a C tier. I don't know. I
Along with
agree
ports,
with
right?
you though.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it you that made the claim that this game really only has 3 tiers, S, A, and B? There really is no C. Because I agree with that. I don't really think there is a C tier Civ, though. If there was one, it might be Japan.
It never has been. There never has been. Honestly, there never has been.
Not even ESOC era port. I mean, they were bad, man.
Which era port?
I'm talking like ESOC, like 2016 days ESOC patch. Port was
I wasn't
playing
playing then.
That was before
I'm talking
Factorias.
about DE, obviously. I'm talking about DE.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was back when they didn't have Factorias and they only had 2 organ guns. Oh man, port was rough.
Yeah. And Brits aren't even A tier. Brits are definitely S tier right now. Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a reason you've got about 5 accounts in the top 13 that are literally solely playing Brits. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that.
But I mean, hey, 1-0 to Keturboy.
Yeah.
And that was a good game. Yeah. I did not expect Japan to hold.
Just looking at the chat and Stereotype, of course, you see Stereotype just spamming the chat as always. AKA Mr. Crabgot, we all know it's you. Saying Brits are not S tier, LMAO. Yo, Stereotype, tell me your elo, because I ain't taking this shit anymore. What's your elo? Yeah, that's right. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you've upset the lion. You've woken him up from his slumber.
I think there's only one, maybe two teams better than Brits at the moment.
Sweden and
Aztec. I think Aztec is the best in the game.
and
maybe oh yeah, they barely won it. And maybe Lakota, or maybe I don't know how good USA still are. I think USA are still in the top 5. I did a tier list recently on my where is it? On my Discord. Let me get it. I've got a tier list section now. Let me try and find it.
What is this? Can you explain what is this robot thing in the chat I'm seeing? Is this just a meme I don't know about?
The robot thing. Oh, is that our voices?
I don't know.
No, it's not. No. Okay, I don't know why they're doing that. I've just listened and it's not. Unless it's popping a lot.
Yeah. I haven't heard much, but then again, I usually mute the Twitch stream, so I'm not listening to both. Oh, they sound fine.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna post my tier list in the Discord in the chat. Open that up, Mr. V, and let me know what your thoughts are. Or Baron. You open that picture up. And
I was gonna say you want the
show the
opinion
stream.
of a 1300 elo player. All right, I guess.
Well, someone made a good comment in the Discord when I posted it, and they said that it's someone agreed with it. That's like 1400 elo, but someone else said that it's tier lists are different at lower elos, which is I can kind of see is kind of true to a degree.
I'm surprised by how low Russia is and how high the African civs are. But that's like my only.
Right.
That's the only thing that makes me slightly like turn my head.
So Russia the problem with Russia is they're not a bad civ by any stretch, but this is like the 1v. This is a quick search tier list basically. Russia are a good tournament civ, but Russia are a very bad 1v1 ranked ladder civ because they just get countered too hard by a few civs. They literally get countered way too hard by Spain and way too hard by Otto. Those two civs, honestly, are the reason why Russia isn't C tier.
I mean,
almost
this
exclusively.
Well, I'm glad you said that because now this list makes a lot more sense. Because I'm looking at C tier, and these are all just civs that they basically just get auto countered. Yeah. So
they get fucked by 2 falconets. That's exactly what those civs do. They get fucked by 2 falconets.
Yeah.
Every C tier civ gets fucked by an FF. That's basically why.
Yeah, because I can't remember the last time I watched a Dutch game where a high-level Dutch player beat Spain or French or even Brits, honestly. But it does look like we are ready for game 2, which is a French mirror, womp womp, the most vanilla game you could possibly have.
Yeah, get your cup of tea, guys. Go make a cup of tea, or coffee, or whatever it is you want to make, because yeah, this one's gonna be a slow burner.
You want to take the intros this time, my friend?
Let's go for it. We're back on Sud. We are back on Sud once again. We're in we got an indie mirror last time. We've now got a French mirror, which is probably even worse than an India mirror. But let's see if we get some different kind of planes. So if I'm not mistaken, right? So LookTom lost the first game, which means he picked first this map, and Keturboy has countered with a French mirror. I believe that's right. What sort of lunatic counters with the same civ? Like what? That to me, that is a red flag and signs of a psychopath.
Oh, H2O. I don't know. Were you around in the days of H2O?
That guy was the biggest nerd, so I would expect that from him.
But that was H2O's thing, is he just out mechanicked you. So whatever civ you picked, he would just pick it. Like that's the only guy I know that specifically wanted mirror matchups every single game.
Yeah, H2O, he was the type of guy that wore a suit and tie to an ESOC series match, like when the camera was turned off.
That is true. I mean, it's completely surprising to see a British caster ragging on a French mirror. I would never expect such a thing.
Oh no, of course. Who would have thought? Yeah.
I mean, we could see some interesting stuff here. There are no native posts, which is kind of, well, are there natives on this map? I can't see them.
Yeah,
if there are.
there's the Red Sea Wagon one, the Sudanese.
Okay.
Only the one though, and Sudanese. The only reason you'd go for that really is the Red Sea Wagon, and that's not that useful for most civs. There's only a couple of civs that benefit from that, and the Sudanese warrior, the knife chucker, is not actually that useful. It's not that great. I mean, it's okay, but not making them only as like a shipment and stuff like that, outside of some obscure surface. It's not actually that great. So you'll probably won't see the Sudanese native very much on this map, this series. But, like I said, there are still a couple of civs that benefit from that Red Sea Wagon. Or if you want to see defensive play, they're good for making outposts. So definitely some potential with them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mangba's saying in this matchup, double racks from Sudanese wins. My vote.
Well, that's interesting. That's one way that it can work. So, but the issue is because the TP costs 100 food, 100 wood, right? So that's 200 resources already. The Sudanese Red Sea weight is 250 food and 150 coin. So yes, that's cheap food-wise, but that's still another 400 resources. So to get 2 barracks, that costs 600 resources, right? But so you think, well, compared to 400 resources, that's not great. So you need to make the decision, like, the Red Sea Wagon has a couple of other benefits, like they come as like a building travoy, so it doesn't cost villager seconds building them and stuff like that, but and a lot of that resource is food. That's what 350 of that resource is food, as opposed to wood, which is a very expensive resource. So you have to make the decision. Is it worth it or not? So I'm not really sure it does win in a mirror. I think it's very debatable, honestly.
What are your thoughts on potential bow pike from one of our players here?
Yeah,
I saw Keturboy. He was already researching gang saw. in the transition to age 2 while LookTom is doing placer mines. Does that indicate anything at all of their compositions?
Yeah, Gangsaw would indicate potential Bo Pike. I can't imagine why you'd go for Gangsaw other than that. So potentially, yes, Bo Pike. But I would like to see, if it's Bo Pike, then generally what you want to do is you want to put a double racks down in the middle of the map and you want to start doing pressure. So let's have a look, see what's going on. So we're on LookTom. He's in, so he's in green. He's at the bottom. So if that's a barracks going down for Keturboy. Can we look over? Can we switch it to so we can see the macro of the guys? Okay, so we're seeing a Rax versus a stable. This is interesting. Both going for 4 vills first. I honestly I don't know.
Going early stable in a French mirror is kind of risky, isn't it?
Not if your opponent is doing an in-base barracks,
Okay.
because you're gonna force either pikes or musks to be inside his kind of base. So this can go either way. Like if the Hussars are able to get a villager or two, you know, that's fantastic. But obviously Musketeers beat Hussars, so there is that tempo edge with the Musketeers. But with the 700 wood, what you might see is a Rax go down for LookTom, and then, you know, so you go for like a 5 Hussar semi into Muskas. So I imagine that's what we'll see. So basic stuff here from LookTom. If we go and switch over, only managing to get 3 Hussars though, that is an absolute travesty. Hiya, big hiya from Uncle Roger, because 3 Hussars is not good at all. At least Keturboy isn't going Hussars, because if it was a Hussar v Hussar, then like 5 Hussar versus a 3 Hussar would be terrible for LookTom right now. So at least there is that going for him. Both these guys getting Musketeers, getting their opposing units that they're making, and they're both using them to get that big 190 XP. So both with the same idea there. So yeah, this is all going to come down to, you know, what use is he going to get out of those Hussars?
And what Guardians did they have to take out there? Line.
I'm not getting another formal complaint against me.
Almost gotcha. But I mean, we're seeing Musket versus Hussar here, and as long as there's no direct engagement, LookTom will be fine. But it is going to mean that, I mean, Keturboy can kind of go into LookTom's base with impunity until he gets a Rax down and possibly get some harass on his villagers.
Indeed. Oh, by the way, hot off the press, Revnak versus Julian K. Who do you think won that match I was talking about earlier?
Do you want me to say who I thought won or who I hoped would win?
Both.
Okay. And what was the matchup again? Julian was playing who?
Sweden, and Revnak was playing France.
I really want Julian to win, but playing Sweden versus France, I bet Revnak won.
Nope, Julian won.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Sweden beat France. Man, did he go like Hackapellet Jaeger age 3? That's my favorite build.
Yeah, I was watching. Obviously, I was watching the car, so I wasn't really watching. I just kind of turned the game back on and saw the ending.
I think Jaegers is the way to go with Sweden. I mean, call me crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big meta shift with the Savalax Jaegers, which is kind of cool. Like with the church card and stuff.
Those guys are so strong.
And hackers. Yeah, they are. They're really cool. They're better. They're stronger than Jaegers, and they have the stealth ability, which is kind of cool. But back into this game, what we got going on right now? We got some. We got a trickle of Musketeers. Not really sure. He is pull tricking them away, so you can see there. But loses a couple of Musketeers there, which is not great. Like I said last series, even losing 1 or 2 military units is bad, because especially in the mirror match, because you are stuck in age 2, so there are no like huge tempo swings in this series. It's all coming down to what units you're making, and age 2 shit.
That's
like
so many muskets though.
Yeah, it is. But there's a few bows there from LookTom, and he's got the Hussars, which can stay in. Oh, but they're so weak though; they're just gonna get melted. Yeah.
And can we see the card progression from LookTom here before this fight starts? What has he been sending? Has he just been sending? Okay, so he's got one of the upgrades. He's got the 8 bows, 700 wood. All right, so he's got at least one upgrade on his units.
Be really cool if it.
Oh.
He is upgrading them now. Ranged infantry hit points, which is kind of cool. It would. I think he has. No, he doesn't have the skirm card in age 1, does he? That's a shame. I was gonna say it'd be cool if we saw some like skirm this game. It's because although it'd be like I know I said about like Expo's generally just better, but if you're going food gold anyway, like it's better for the macro to get skirms. But
Also, do you risk sending that card and kind of falling behind in your normal progression? Because you're gonna have to skip
not really. Yeah, not really. You're essentially sacrificing that for a potential upgrade card.
Right.
So yeah, generally not. No.
LookTom being very smart with his army, though. He knows he can't directly take on Keturboy yet, but he's doing what he can to still be useful. Picked off a house there, trying to duck in, uses Hussar to go raiding. And I wonder if Keturboy is just going to make a move on the green base here. I think he knows his army is better at this point. Ooh, good engagement.
Yeah, it's going to go well for Keturboy, I think.
Ooh,
Oh, some nice reinforcements coming in, though. Oh, but more reinforcements as well coming in for Keturboy. Perfect
that is a
timing.
sandwich. Holy.
That's a juicy sandwich. That is a musketeer sandwich, baby. That's my kind of sandwich.
Yeah, and where did the 8 Expos go? Did they get killed?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's going to go well for Keturboy, unfortunately. Just look at this pure musketeer.
Yeah, this is the most mirror of mirrors we have. It's just double musket. Builds looking almost identical at this point. 3 Hussars coming in for Keturboy, which maybe going to use those to go raiding? Or maybe just some tankability in his front line, but other than that, looks like pure musket from both players.
Yeah, there comes a point here where like the only tempo swing tends to be like a villager pool or Minutemen pops here. Other than this, like there's just no age up coming. So whoever has the biggest snowball is generally going to win here. And there's just look at that snowball here. Oh my god, the quadruple as well, baby. That was sexy. And yeah, this is looking over, I think, already.
I don't know, man. That Expo, that skirm card, excuse me, is looking juicier and juicier the longer this game goes into pure muskets. But yeah, Baron just pointing out, it's quite a score lead for Keturboy at this time, almost 3,000 points up. And now he's going to be doing some severe damage in LookTom's base here.
Hunger, what are you doing? Why are you pinning that? That makes no sense here. Oh, dear me. Hunger thinks he's got the game plan down. He thinks he's got the right build order in this matchup. Villager pool coming in here. I mean, he's desperate. He needs to try and do something because he can't win with just the musketeer merits on their own. So trying to do a little bit of micro with CDBs, but yeah, it's not gonna matter. There's just way too much mass here. And I think that's going to be GG right there.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. And we got a 1-1 series right now. Or no, wait. No, it's 2-0. Sorry.
2-0.
Got that confused. LookTom down 2-0. Keturboy's just looking better and better.
Yeah, Keturboy, again, he's another potential dark horse in this series. He you know, I don't think he's not like the favorite to win it or anything like that. Like he can like play the top players and give them like a close series, a really good run for their money. But you never know. Like in this H2 format, he might be really, really strong. You just don't know. He's probably like honestly up there with like top 5 players of the favorites to win the whole tournament. So
right. I mean, considering who's in this tournament, I mean, who does he really have to beat? I mean, Julian, of course, is the big one. Frontline, Ungers. Yeah, there's some pretty good players in this tournament still.
I'm surprised by how many legacy civs we're seeing here, by the way.
Yeah, have we seen a DE civ yet?
No, like where the fuck are the Mexicos and the USAs, man? What the hell? It's just pure legacy civs.
And we haven't even seen that many legacy civs. It's been Russia, Brit, France.
Yeah.
India was an Asia civ.
Yeah.
Japan, Spain. Only about 6 or 7 civs so far out of the, 24 or 26 we have available?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But, I mean, there are a few civs that, in this format, I mean, are there some civs that you would consider to be unplayable?
There's some, maybe not unplayable, but there are definitely some which are exceptionally strong. Like Brits are exceptionally strong. I think the Africa civs will be exceptionally strong as well. Because like Hauser, like get Skirm Goon, you know, in H2, in a really strong way as well.
Right.
Um,
Would Malta
any
be weaker or stronger in this format?
Oh, Malta will be very strong in this format. Malta are probably one of the top civs in this format. Yeah, Malta will be very, very strong because the thing that beats them is early fortress timings. And now that they don't have to worry about that, yeah, they're exceptionally strong. They've got one of the best booms in the game. They have one of the best booms in the game. So I'm just going to be right back, and I'm going to grab something to eat real quick, and I'll let you entertain the stream.
Yeah, do your thing. I would love to see at least one person, as weak as it would be. Chat, tell me if this is just a horrible decision. I'd love to see one person go Dutch and just go full-on Skirm Halb H2. That'd be so much fun to see. Although you wouldn't be able to turn it into any sort of Flemish revolt in H3. So that would be unfortunate. But yeah, 2-0 for Keturboy. Is it Keturboy? I don't know why Lion keeps putting an R in there. I'm pretty sure it's Keturboy. I don't know why it says Keturboy. But yeah. Ooh, Dutch Bank Outlaws. Yeah, I don't know. How good are Dutch Outlaw builds? I don't play them, so. And I don't really ever see them either. I see Dutch Mercs, but I don't see Dutch Outlaws very often. A lot of talk about bow pike. I don't like crossbows. I've tried to make them viable. I wonder, do we know the civs yet for Game 3, or are we still waiting on those? I think we're still waiting on those. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Lobby's going up now. Should have Game 3 civs up momentarily. Yeah, it would have been interesting to see Tom go for early skirms, or see one of them go early skirms. It definitely would have, changed the nature of the game. It wouldn't have just been a prolonged musket war. But again, as Lion was saying earlier, which I agree with, taking time to send that shipment and then build skirms, which are going to be age 2 skirms, so they're going to be a lot weaker than the skirms you'd normally have as France. You're going to have to skip something. You're going to have to skip either a cav upgrade or a musket upgrade or a 700 gold shipment, or your 8 crossbows. So, I mean, it's going to cost you, right? And if you get pushed before those skirms get out on the map in big numbers, it could lose you the game.
What I miss?
Not much. I know that we're in the lobby and we're getting ready to pick for this Game 3 civs, and I think we have them now. It's going to be Ottoman being played by LookTom and Keturboy going for Russia.
All right. Let's go for it. I'll let you do the intro because I'm going to be stuffing my face for a second.
Lovely.
I'm eating a chocolate waffle.
All right. Well, it sounds lovely. So let's dive into Game 3. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESOC Winter Championships round of 16. This is LookTom versus Keturboy. LookTom is going to be playing on the right-hand side of the map in the color green as the Ottomans, getting up that mosque immediately, and his opponent on the left-hand side of the map playing in the color red as the Russians. We have none other than Keturboy, who is currently up 2-0. So this is not a must-win game for LookTom, but he's definitely going to want to capture this Game 3 if he wants any hope of not putting himself in a very, very deep hole. And this is the map Hokkaido, which, as we mentioned earlier, it has everything you want, right? It has native play, it has 2 individual trading posts for both players, and it even has a little bit of a water element to the south of the map. And it has a very, very, very obvious choke point at the bottom, which we could see either Russia or Ottoman go for. We'll have to see. Maybe Keturboy is going to play aggressive. Maybe LookTom's going to play aggressive. But we're going to undoubtedly be seeing some form of probably Jan Abus play from Ottoman, as he cannot go age 3. So, Lion, I don't know if you're still eating or not, but we were talking about civs that have, good potential still in age 2. Ottoman is undoubtedly one of those civs, correct?
Oh, yeah. One of the strongest. The only interesting thing in this matchup, and it's not that because like I said, we were talking about Russia and why they're kind of weak in the ranked pool and stuff like that. It's not that Russia are a bad team. It's just that they get countered by the fast fortress timings so horrendously. However, and Ottoman is one of the reasons why. However, you take that fast fortress element out of this game. You take the fortress completely element out of the game. That changes things. That does change things. However, it's just because the fortress with Otto is so insanely strong, and it's kind of easier than playing extended age 2 to beat Russia. That's why you see the fast fortress with them. However, that doesn't mean that their age 2 isn't good against Russia, because it bloody well is. And Otto's age 2 is insanely good against Russia as well. Ottoman can be the ones to rush Russia. That's how good Ottoman are. So for all I know, LookTom might do a double Rax Jan rush. You can start Delhi timing in this age up. You can go Water Boom, and you can go into Rax and Abbas guns, or you can, you can go Jan Delhi. You can go anything in this matchup. So again, it still will be a tough matchup for Russia. It'll be interesting to see how Russia play this, whether Russia are going to be the aggressors here, or he's going to decide to play defensively, because it's so rare you see like age 2 Otto versus age 2 Russia. You tend to see that fortress stuff a lot more. So this is going to be fun. I'm interested. It's funny because, again, people underestimate Otto's age 2 because you so often these days see age 3 and age 4 with them, but their age 2 is still exceptionally good. Mainly because of Abbas guns.
Yeah, and I'm seeing that's mainly what I'm seeing in the chat, as I'm kind of seeing what people are predicting for the start of this game. And a lot of people are asking, how is Russia going to be able to deal with the Abbas guns, especially if they're being protected by a decent amount of Janissaries? And the answer is, I honestly don't know. I don't know what Russia does against Abbas guns here.
Yeah, I mean, they can flood with Strelet Cossack. Strelet Cossack is generally good. But that takes time to get a decent mass of that. You see, Otto aged before 4 minutes, man. This is why Ottos are so freaking good. It's a good map for Otto, by the way, as well. You've got clear, distinct TP lines. You've got water play, and Ottoman can do all of that good stuff. So Ottoman, again, they're very good on TP maps. The one time you will see Ottomans play extended age 2 is when there's a big TP line, because they're very effective at TP eco. It looks like LookTom's not going for that just yet. He did ship 700 wood, so we might see a second TP go down with that, but I think we're going to see a barracks and an artillery foundry, and we see Jan Abbas in production right now. And this is before 5 minutes. This is before a blockhouse has even gone down for Keturboy. So the question is, though, because you can trap Abbas Jan quite well. Like, the one thing you have to be careful about Abbas guns is that they die to 2 hits of TC fire, and Abbas guns are very expensive, so you do not want to put them under the TC because they will get murdered. So that's the one thing that LookTom has to be worried about here.
Yeah, and I almost wonder if the response from Russia has to be something a bit more boomy and economic based, because we have to remember that Ottoman, they don't have the option to go into age 3 and get down 3 town centers. There's going to be no crazy, mosque upgrades here. And so the Russian economy, at least in the early game, will actually probably be a little bit better than the Ottoman economy. And so maybe, playing it back, trying to get down TPs of his own, and just trying to play defensive with blockhouses and DC fire, maybe that is the way to go for Russia.
Maybe. The economy obviously will scale high for Russia, but you won't. A good Ottoman player won't let you scale that hard, because he'll constantly keep threatening your eco. Nice Minutemen timing here, but don't forget, this is 10 Strelets. This is all this is 10 Strelets right now. Being kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Yes, that's about 400 or so resources gone down with the Strelets, but he's already forced the Bashi Buzaks with their beautiful slippers, and he managed to kill a few Janissaries there. So
about 4 or 5 there. So I mean,
yeah,
300 resources plus the 4 dead Janissaries. That's a good trade.
Yeah, and Keturboy got some really good scouting out of that, and that's the main reason he was doing that. He was just kind of sending those Strelets. He knew they was going to die, but what he wanted to do was understand what LookTom was making. He sees the barracks and he sees the artillery foundry. So he knows what's coming now and he can prepare accordingly. Because if he saw a stable, he knows he'd need some more anti-cav. Now that he doesn't see a stable, he knows he can go almost full Strelette with adding in Cossack to counter this build here.
Yeah, and the only thing he'll have to deal with is, you know, the 1-3 deli shipment that might come, but he should be able to deal with that with a minimum amount of ruskets. He has been training some ruskets here, and I like that he's already put down his own TP in the north there. I'll be interested to see if either player goes with any sort of stagecoach upgrade, try to boost their economy, or if they just go full on into military units.
I would have liked to see LookTom go for stagecoach here, but I'm not sure what else he spent his wood on. He's gone for a very high tempo kind of orientated game here. He put all of his macro onto food and gold and just shipped 700 wood to get all of his infrastructure down. So, you know, that is fine, that it's a timing based build.
Ooh,
and
nice
big
pop of
Cossack push
Cossacks
coming in.
though.
The Janissaries, they went into melee, but they didn't get any swings, I don't think, which is huge. But the free deli timing as well, that could be huge, and the Cossacks instantly retreat. And I don't blame him, but the Abbas guns are just going to do so much work behind this. And that's all he needs, by the way. That's all he needs is like 5 Abbas guns. That's it. You don't need more than that. Because if you make more than that, you run the risk of not making enough anti-cab. And just having 5 or 6, you know, or even 10 Abbas guns, that is going to be enough to just completely keep the Strelettes at bay.
Yeah, I mean, we do see a Minutemen pop here from Russia.
I'd like
He's
some
going to
Minutemen.
lose that. He's going to lose that blockhouse, but the Janissaries are starting to fall. He's slowly running out of anti-cav, but now the 3 delis getting a really nice catch onto these Strela in the back.
Yeah. 3 delis getting connects in there. The Cossacks are going to be forced to kind of act as the anti-cav there. But the delis are going to... Oh, but a big 4 Cossack shipment coming in now. He's forced to be sending all of these military shipments. Janissaries should be able to do well, but like I said, Abbas guns don't want to be under TC Fire because TC Fire will be absolutely destroying the Abbas guns. That's going to be all of the Abbas guns gone down here, I think. Only one just about survives.
And can we get a look at LookTom's deck? Has he gone just full units? Yeah, this seems like a really all-in build here from LookTom.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all in, you know what I mean? But it is kind of a very heavy like timing focus, and yeah, it certainly isn't an eco build because they're both putting single docks down now, which is kind of okay, but yeah, LookTom has the advantage right now, but because that timing didn't achieve as much as he would have liked, this might be trouble for LookTom.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
He's got a lot of ships in his deck, but I don't think Keturboy actually has 2 Caravels. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I didn't see it when we first looked at his deck. No, he does. Okay,
actually, I really like this. This might be, if we look at LookTom real quick, because there might be a bit of a scuffle going on the left side of the map. I just want to make sure, this is probably good for LookTom, actually. LookTom looking quite good right now because he's going to have a free Caravel timing, or free galley timing for Otto. Which is going to be really nice because he's going to be able to, if he can take down that dock without any issues from Russia, there's no outpost or blockhouse near there. There's no boats out for him. So if he can destroy that dock with no pressure against him, he completely dominates the water. From this moment on, he dominates the water.
Oh, he timed that almost perfectly.
Yeah, exactly, and that means that he's in a really strong position to take the water for himself. So this is a really pivotal moment in the game right now.
Yeah, it is. But we are going to see an engagement on the middle of the map, and it is pure Janissary versus pure Strela here.
Yeah, like I said, just needs a few Abbas guns. That's all he needs is a few Abbas guns. Just, you know, sprinkle in a few Abbas guns. That's all you need to do. Down goes the dock. LookTom doesn't need to be fighting there. He really does not need to be. He doesn't want to be fighting there. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, this is such a bad trade, too.
What is he doing?
100 resources apiece going down. That's so many Janissaries. And yes, his push on the water was effective, but he actually didn't destroy a whole lot because Keturboy actually didn't get much on the water before he got pushed. I think he only had made like 3 or 4 fishing boats, which in the long run, that's not a huge loss. So if he's able to come in here and disrupt the Ottoman economy, it might be a fair trade.
He has the water, but there's not. I don't know if there's going to be. I can't really see there being enough time. Oh, look at that Abasgun sprint like Usain Bolt, just about surviving that last hit from that Cossack. That was really nice. But like I said, watch here. These Abasguns can just completely kite these Strelets. And that's what he needs to do. There you go. Just need a few of them. Because they absolutely murder Strelets.
Yeah,
good stuff there.
Three Abasguns, but now we've got reinforcing Cossacks and another batch of Strelets. Oh, and 700 coin just arriving. That's going to be the exact opposite of what he needs right now. He needs units. Maybe that coin.
He needs to run to the shoreline. If he can run to the shoreline, the galleys can save him. But this is still looking pretty dicey right now. And Keturboy actually up in score temporarily there. Yeah, I mean, Russia already on 34 vills or so. So if something doesn't happen quickly, or he's on okay, he lost it. Oh, he lost the boats, I think.
Yeah, and he's rebuilt both TPs as well. Both of them now have a full TP line.
No stagecoach as far as I'm aware, though, just yet.
Nope.
Okay, stable going down. Yeah, I was gonna say don't build it on top of your herd, because that will delete the herd. Okay, I like that. That's actually a really smart play by LookTom here. If he can mass enough of them, he definitely needs to. And like I said, at the start, Keturboy is going pretty much full Strelet Cossack because of what he scouted with those early Strelets raiding at the start, and it's all because of those Strelets sacrificing themselves for the greater good.
He's getting a nice catch on these Abasguns load. Look at the reinforcing Abasguns going to be caught by these Cossacks. That's like 7 or 8 Abasguns there that could go down. And that's pretty much his entire 700 coin shipment down the drain if he loses them.
Yeah, more Cossacks as well coming in, which is not what he wants to see. Those Abasguns are going to need to try and kill as many Strelets as they can, or he just needs to run to the shoreline. Run to the galleys, Abbas! Run to the galleys!
Oh, man. He's desperately trying to put whatever he can in the way of those Cossacks.
Yeah, Keturboy being smart there, not taking the bait, which is smart. Doesn't want to get involved in the water there. But LookTom needs to do something. He really needs to do it. But 5 delis here. Okay, maybe he got 4 out. 4 deli switch here could be nice. Could be nice.
More reinforcing Cossacks coming out from Keturboy at the same time. And I like the choice to head north and pressure these TPs. Don't dive in. Don't get hit by the galleys. Don't get caught by a pop of delis. Really nice job here.
Indeed, indeed. 4 delis going for a little bit of a shaky raid. LookTom back up in the scoreboard, but for how long, I'm not sure. 36 fills here for Russia. Stagecoach is on the way as well. LookTom does have Stagecoach here, but that is getting siege down. There are only Strelets and Cossacks, so it's not the best siege in the world, but siege nonetheless. He is on the water, LookTom, so LookTom is booming away. So this is still anybody's game to play for right now.
And a really nice blockhouse placement here from Keturboy. He's going to be able to possibly defend this TP, maybe even steal it with the Stagecoach upgrade from LookTom. That would be an excellent pickup.
Indeed, indeed.
Ooh, and he's getting Boyars now. That's going to upgrade his Cossacks. He's making some Ruskets, so he's definitely, making the moves he needs to make to respond to any delis that come out. And making more Strelets as well. And I think we might be seeing a similar situation to what we saw in the last series, where the Russia infantry ball is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. We're getting at that point where he's starting to double and triple Q from his blockhouses.
Yeah, and the only real way to deal with that is delis. Jan Abbas is a very strong composition. However, in the late stages of the game, it gets drowned out by cavalry. And it gets to a point where Abasguns can't attack what they want to attack. They're forced to attack cavalry because, they're the meat shield. And so Abbas is very difficult to micro. So the only real way LookTom can deal with this is probably at this stage is to go Janissary Delhi and only a few Abasguns. He only needs a few Abasguns. Essentially, he needs to eliminate Cossacks from the game from being any good.
This is and the best way of doing engagement here for LookTom. I mean, look at how many Cossacks are just waiting in the back. I think he's trying to lure them in here to the blockhouse.
Yeah, I mean, Delhi, there's a switch there. The Janissaries aren't where they want to be just yet. More Cossack coming in. I just don't think there's going to be enough Delhi here to really power through. And he needs 5 Delhi needs to be popping here right now, but they're nowhere to be seen. And that is going to be another
pop
GG.
out of the blockhouse and snare him from the back. That's going to be a
it's over already. It's over. He's already dead.
Man, Cossacks with Boyars. That's nothing to sneeze at.
No, definitely. And I mean, this just came down to LookTom trying to get a good timing, tempo timing here, which was nice, but he took down a couple of things, but it just didn't do enough damage. And in the end, he ran out of steam because Otto, he didn't go for early TP Stagecoach or early Water Boom. And everyone's seen Karim, right? Everyone has seen the Karim build, right? Like, that's like, you just need to do the Karim build on this map, like, and you'll be absolutely fine, you know? So yeah, big shout out to Moonshine for the tier 1 subscription. Scamsock striking once again. Indeed. And here we are, 4K score deficit.
Yeah. And it's looking pretty desperate here for Ottoman at this point. I mean, he's sending fishing upgrades. He's going to try to keep his economy going on the water, but once this Russian army heads south, I just don't think there's going to be anything that can stand in its way. And now, love this from Keturboy, going to be stealing both TPs, going to be getting the free Stagecoach upgrade, courtesy of LookTom. And 4 TP Stagecoach Russia is going to be pretty much impossible to beat, even with water here for Ottoman.
Yeah, and this is just the death ball from Russia here. I think LookTom is staying in the game because he maybe thinks that the Water Boom can save him here. But honestly, you know, TP Boom is probably better than Water Boom on this map. There's not a great deal of water. But yeah, this is just over.
Yeah. And I agree with what you said, man. Mass infantry and cavalry, it just kind of, you know, Abus really good when the armies are still small, but as the armies get bigger and bigger, they just feel kind of clumsy. And that's a 3rd win in a row from Keturboy, and LookTom's on the verge of elimination here as we go into game 4.
Yeah, there was a pivotal moment in that game where LookTom was looking really good on the water, and he won the water. But then just it's almost like he wasn't paying attention to his Janissaries, and he just kind of was never able to recover from there. So Keturboy just took a really good fight there, which is well played by him.
Yeah, I mean, he lost what, like 10, 12 Janissaries for the cost of maybe killing 8 or 9 Strelet.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna grab another drink, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Boy, so many things to be thankful for. No speed issues, no lag issues, no OOS recordings so far. Yeah, big shout out to our production guys again. They are what keep this thing running. Shout out to Streltsy, shout out to Baron. Left once again by Lion. And Baron, I'm assuming that they've probably hopped into game 4 at this point. We're just waiting for the civs. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, could be seeing 2 potential 4-0 sweeps today.
It's okay, I can keep you company.
Oh, Harrison, how did you know?
I
did you know?
I just saw an opportunity there to sneak in onto the Lion's empty chair, get on that casting couch, get casted by Mr. V.
I tried to trick him into making another joke about your mom, but he withheld, so he's learning.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean, we were on a map there with lots of whales. If I was in the casting booth, I would have gone straight to the whale option, but
so this is a 2-sided battle. It's not just you being bullied the entire time.
I tried to fight my corner, trying to deflect, but unfortunately, everybody in the community loves my mum. That's the problem.
Well, your mum sounds like a nice lady.
Do you know how this? Do you know how roughly this all started?
No, I don't.
I said Shake's mum is a water buffalo.
Oh,
but in Shake's culture, it's like, oh my god, oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, and then you just abused me for the next like 10 minutes on a stream straight, and then a meme was born.
Bad fucking guy, probably bullied to death at school.
Yeah. Replace,
look at
place the word guy with a C word, and you've basically nailed it.
Oh, look at this. Game 4 hype. Lion, you wanted the DE Civs. We got a Malta v Italy matchup for our
Let's
potential
go, baby.
match
Knights
point.
of the Mediterranean. We got a Knights of the Mediterranean match. Let's go.
Malta
Boy, this-
here is gonna have a field day.
Yeah, it certainly
Absolutely
feels that way.
field. He's gonna sit back. He's gonna German tongue. He's gonna buy his time. Maybe build a depot or two. Let Italy come in. Get full eco and just spam out the
Well,
crossbows.
Harrison, before you hop out of the call, would you like to do the Civ intro as our guest?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another cast on ESOC TV, casted by none other than Harrison AoE and Harrison AoE, spawning down to the southeast of the map in the colour blue. Playing as the Maltese, it's Keturboy. Going to the northwest in the colour green, it's LookTom. Playing as the Italians, the map is Bayou. And unfortunately, that's all I've been paid for.
All right,
And
now
I
get
will
the hell
have
out.
to. I have to bow out with dignity. Bye bye.
Oh man, I am legitimately excited for this matchup, though. Do you agree with Harrison that Malta is just gonna easily stomp Italy here, or is he not giving Italy enough credit? Uh-oh. Did I lose my friend Lion? Oh no! All right, well, I may have temporarily lost Lion, but that's
Yep.
okay. I will soldier on until he gets here.
Can you hear me?
Ah, there you are.
Bro, what? Bro, I don't know what happened, but I literally just got kicked from Discord and it wasn't loading.
Well, a call can only have one British caster on at a time. That's in the.
Did Harrison
that's in
get
the-
kicked?
I think he just left. What I was
Oh,
asking though was he was going on and on about how Malta was just going to have an easy stomp of Italy here, and I was asking if you agree with that or if he was selling Italy short.
I don't know what happened. My internet didn't even go down. I literally Discord just completely disconnected for me.
Oh,
That was
no
weird.
worries, you're back now.
But I'm back. We're back. Let's go.
Oh, look at that Malta deck. That is juicy.
Oh, I need to watch the Discord stream yet.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think Harrison is right in that he is going to be sending German tongue as quickly as possible. That along with Wignacore, I think it's going to make Malta just such a strong Age 2 Civ in this tournament. I'm surprised I had not seen it earlier.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing British tongue in there as well. I mean, what else has he got in there? I mean, 8 pikes, is that really necessary? I mean, I'd much rather have British tongue in there than that, so.
Sure. And don't they have an H2 Sentinel card as well? Like 5 Sentinels or
Yes,
something?
they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 cent. But you never see that. That's funny because that's actually a decent card, but it's a 10 pop card, you know, in H2, which is pretty good, military wise. But you never see it. You never see anyone have the 5 Sentinels in their deck, which is interesting.
Yeah. No, that is interesting. And when it comes to Italy's deck, I don't know normal Italy decks because I'm just so I'm such a noob when it comes to Italy. But I mean, does Italy stand a real chance here? I mean, we're talking about how good Malta is.
Yeah, Malta. So people, again, Italy's another civ that has a very strong H2. It's just you don't see its H2 very often, and that's mainly because its H3 and H4 are just way better, and they're the meta. So Italy get access to. This is a non-TP map, right? So XP is going to be difficult to obtain. However, Italy have their own way of getting XP in this game. And that, of course, is with the Afusi card and then just piling resources into the Lombards. And that's going to generate lots of XP thanks to that Afusi card. So this could be something that LookTom could look to do. And I think that's what he's going to do. And it will produce him lots of shipments. Don't forget, they get into. You looked at his card there. I looked at his deck. I think it was the Croatia company he had, and the Papal Lance company, the Broken Lance company, right? Yeah, Broken Lance company and the Croatia one. I think it's called the Croatian company. Yeah, Croatian company. So they're both really, really good mercenary shipments. They cost 900 resources each, 300 in each resource. But you know, one Stradier and 3 Lancers, Papal Lancers, is so insane. They're age 3 units, mercenary units that you can get in age 2, and they don't scale down to age 2 stats either. The Croatia company gives you the Schiavoni, 7 of them, and they are counter skirms. So if there's any kind of expos or anything like that, they'll get countered super hard by that. Krabats are just a really good all-round unit as well. So that's something to bear in mind, that those 2 mercenary shipments could play a crucial role in this match.
Yeah, and it looks like Malta did age up with the quartermaster, did get the commandery down, and doubtless sent German Tongue as his first available card. But we'll have to see. Is he already sending Wignacore, or is he not sending Wignacore yet? What is... Okay, yep, already sent Wignacore. So
wait, he didn't send German Tongue?
Oh my god. I assumed. I'm actually kind of amazed that he did not send German Tongue.
I mean, I saw the... I mean, you've got the commandery right there. So,
right.
Like, how... He's just built a manual commandery.
I'm so confused. What is
If you click on the commandery, you know, he won't have the settler wagon option, so he definitely hasn't sent it. He's built the commandery basically as a stable. So that's a very expensive stable. Wignacore has been sent, which is obviously still a very good eco card. But yeah, this is I'm against Italy. That's surprising. Like I don't know why he hasn't gone for the eco there.
No. And
definitely,
I mean, starting with Order
mistake.
Hussar is definitely not a bad idea. And it looks like Italy's going to be starting with Cav as well.
Wow. Okay. 5 as well. Wow.
Man, I'm already lost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is just Keturboy not really knowing the Civ, because I don't think I've seen him play the Civ before. So
I mean, his home said he was level 11. I don't know if that's any indication, but
wow, there you go. There you go. But that's definitely a mistake not to go for German Tongue here, because the German Tongue gives you that commandery for free as well.
Right.
So big mistake there. I mean, look, he's using villagers to go inside the commandery. The only issue with that, okay, 3 versus 4 Hussars, but he's going to be 3 versus 3 at the end. They're Order Hussars, so they are stronger than normal Hussars as well. So that's a bit of a mistake there, getting caught out there. There could be... So when you put villagers inside your commandery, they go inside the commandery faster than military units do. However, you need to use the big button to get them out again, and that there is a delay. There's a small delay with the big button, but you can't use the big button again for like a couple of minutes. So if there's more raiding happening, Keturboy won't be able to afford to put villagers inside the commandery, because they'll be stuck in there until he gets the big button again. So you can see there on the right, the far right, the commandery big button. It's been used, and look how slowly it takes to regenerate. So
still hasn't sent German Tongue. Opted to send 700 wood instead, and followed by 8 crossbows. Man, it's just like why not get those settler wagons? That would be such a huge boost to his economy.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good time to send the German Tongue. You don't just have to send it early in the game. It's always good to send. Like, when is 5, 6 settler wagons, however many it is, when is that never good to have, you know? So,
yeah.
I'm getting called a Newcastle right now, because Harrison said, the garrison is locked until big button available, so can't garrison. That's what I said, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, you can't re-garrison once it's been sent. Okay. I didn't... Is that... Are you sure? I'm pretty sure he could garrison again, but his villagers would be stuck in there until he can press the big button. Anyways, okay, maybe he can't then.
What is the Italian army going to look like? I mean, we've gotten a good view of Malta's army right now, but I see a big blob of green on the middle of the map, on that middle island. He's got musketeers and quite a few hussars on the map. He's even got some Stradiots. Oh, the papal lancers are out on the map.
Broken Lance Company. Now there's the timing, and look at the score lead. Look at the score lead. It's looking scary, and this might be a really good timing for him here.
Yeah, and there is not nearly enough anti-cav on the map to deal with all of that. And I love that he's mixed in the hussars as well to tank, but I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't play his cards and show them too early.
Yeah, I mean, Croatia Company would be useful here as well because of the Schiavoni against the crossbows. I think LookTom just needs more infantry. That's what I'm worried about. Maybe he needs to get the Pavisiers involved here as well. But it looks like he's going to try and find a timing here. Go for it. The scores are neck and neck. There's 20 score in it.
Yeah. Well,
He's going for it. Keturboy sees it.
I don't know if I love this engagement here. No,
gonna be close.
I don't like this engagement at all for Italy. They're gonna get swept. Oh.
The Lances. Oh yeah, this is probably a bad fight.
that was really lackluster.
That was terrible.
Oh my God, what did he even kill? He killed a few Sentinels. That's about
that
it.
Could not have gone more tits up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Garja making a great point. What was he even pushing there? I mean, there were a few villagers, but they were right next to the commandery. Just kind of
trying to
threw
end
his
the
army
game,
against the
isn't he?
hospital, and yeah.
We're just trying to end the game. LookTom just.
I'm not trying to call it early, but that's GG's, isn't it? I mean, that's
I mean, I think losing 900 resources with one shipment and then all the other musketeers for free, basically, is pretty rough.
Yeah.
I love the architect house building there.
Oh yeah, it's Sim City over there in Italy.
LookTom, I've played LookTom plenty of times, and honestly, he's better. It feels like he's better than this. It feels like he I don't know. It just feels like he's not playing like his old self. He's one for fun builds as well, like decent builds. But I don't know. There's something a little bit off with him. I'll be honest. And it feels like he's trying to end these games like with timings. Every match is like he's trying to do timing plays to win the game. Because I think he doesn't want this to go extended because he thinks Keturboy is probably the better player, which might be the case. But he's getting too eager to try and finish the game early, which is a little bit of a shame. But there goes the is that game number 4?
That is match point.
That was match point. So
and so our two
well
winners today are our Tabben and our Keturboy are moving on to the round of 8, and Conqueror and LookTom are going to be bowing out. But 2 pretty good series, and this series free of technical difficulties. Big shouts to Baron there. Absolutely love watching the game at full speed.
Kai's such a fucking piss taker.
Who is?
Kaister.
Oh, close one. Oh man, I wonder how different that would have been if Keturboy had sent German Tongue, because obviously his army wouldn't have been as large. He wouldn't have had the 8 crossbows, and I don't know, maybe that would have gotten a lot more done. I was saying, I mean, if he had sent German Tongue, the Maltese army would have been a lot smaller and would have had those 8 crossbows. So I don't know, maybe the weird way not sending German Tongue actually worked out for him.
Well, it did. I mean, I guess it worked out right. But that build didn't mean that the build was particularly good. It wasn't bad. No. But but it was interesting nonetheless.
Yeah. Boy, so that ends a what? We are on hour 3 plus 34 minutes. Whew. What a marathon. Oh my God, Baron's telling me this just now. You're in this tournament, Lion? I didn't know that.
I am, and I'm about to pin something from Ungers. He said, is Lion disqualified yet for being toxic against poor Reese? So for anyone who doesn't know, not that it's a drama channel or anything like that, but Reese like said that he was going to be available for a certain time this week, and then he didn't turn up, and so I said, I've got a baby, like I've got a newborn, so I can't fuck about with my timings. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't like wait till. So I was like, oh, this is too late. You're taking the piss. And he basically kicked off, and he forbid me to cast any more of his games. So you can't say that to me because I'm gonna find the next game you play, and I'm gonna put that as the thumbnail. Your comment about forbidding me, and I'm gonna do the drama show.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like as long as you're on the public ladder, you can't really help it if people decide you're casting games or not.
No, I mean you
Also,
don't own the
if-
rights to your own game.
Well,
You don't.
just say you're casting the other guy's game and it's featuring Reese. That's just how
Well,
the
yeah,
cookie crumbles.
yeah. I think he's a Revnak, what I call cocksucker. So
Oh.
yeah. He's one of them, unfortunately. So
Ah.
yeah, I'm the devil in their eyes. So
I'm Pontius Pilate. I wash my hands of that. Over here over here in low elo land, we don't have to deal with such tripe.
I'm gonna ask chat now. What I think I've only ever seen Reese play Aztec and Brits. What other civs does he play?
I'm looking at his profile right now, and it says Brit 73%, Aztec 14%, and then Russia, and then like Spain, Port, Dutch, Ottoman all have like.
All the
1%.
lame bullshit. Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, you calling Dutch lame? Are we about to throw hands? Right
No,
now?
not Dutch. Not Dutch.
Okay,
No.
thank you.
Like the
Don't-
standard Nilla bullshit stuff.
Don't beat my civ down any more than it already is, Lion.
Bruh, we need
Jesus.
more DE civs in this series. What the fuck, man? It's just everything is a legacy civs. God damn.
I mean, Malta's looking pretty good. You gonna test
Where's
out
the
Malta next
USA's?
week?
Where? See, this is so we talk about tier lists, right? Tier list, blah 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 blah. How many USAs have we seen play? How many Italy civs? Like not a lot. Like, how many Mexicos? Not a lot. What have we seen? France, Aztec, Spain, Otto.
Brett.
People calling DE civs lame. Bruh, the legacy civs are the lamest. I'm putting it out there. Brits, Ports, France, Spain. These are the best civs in the game, man. I'll fight any of you, man. I'll go fisticuffs with any of you, man.
Keister says no revolts either.
Yeah, so I'm being nerfed there, aren't I?
Oh man. Well, I'm sure you'll find a way, and if you don't, well, then he'll just hold it over you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. But that was a fun 2 series. It's fun to cast with you, Mr. B.
Hey, it's always great to cast with you, Lion.
Indeed. Shout out to Baron and to Streletsy for doing the production stuff.
Yeah.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Baron, do you want to say anything?
I guess that's it for us today. Thank you for tuning in and see you all next week.
You sound nervous.
Nah. All right, stopping the stream now.
Nah.
See you guys.
All right.